Hello friends, this is Durga again from ITversity, a one-stop shop to learn all the technologies. So as part of this video, we will see how to compute the average revenue. We have already have the data, which is the revenue per day. And if you try to preview the data, the data is represented as tuple. The first element of the tuple is date, and the second element is nothing but a tuple, and it has revenue for that day and also the number of orders for that day. We can also validate by actually doing count on that on the variable, and the which represents the RDD, and the number of elements in this RDD is 364, one for each day. We have 364 dates in our dataset, and hence we are getting 364 records. Now we will try to use this one to compute the average revenue. Okay, it has a tuple. The first element is date. We need the date, and the second element is revenue and number of orders. To get the average, we have to divide the revenue with the number of orders, and we will have the average revenue for each day. So simple. Again, we have to use the map function. Okay, map, and each record is of type tuple, and we need the first element. So output is also of type tuple. So I am starting with a circular brace here, and the second element, let me copy paste again, and the second element is nothing but the division between total revenue and the total number of orders, which is rec dot underscore 2 dot underscore 1. The first element is the revenue. The first element of the nested tuple is the revenue. This represents the second element, and this represents the first element of the second element. The second element is a nested tuple, and the first element is the total revenue. And then we can get total orders by saying rec dot underscore 2 dot underscore 2, and close the bracket for the tuple and for the map function, and hit enter. Okay, and we can preview the data. We are not creating the variable here, we are directly running this one to preview the data for each println, and then you will get the average revenue. But if you see, the decimal points are too many, and for revenue it doesn't look good. So we have to format this in such a way that the result is ending with 2 decimals. So I am pasting it, I am copy pasting it again. Here, okay, before actually there is no need to copy paste. Let me close this. Now we have to explore little bit about the Scala. Okay, to round these values, Spark does not provide any APIs. We have to use Scala based APIs. So Scala provides something called big decimal. Okay, and there is a class called big decimal. In that, it's a Java. There is a class in Java also, and Scala also provides similar thing. In that, it takes a value, a float value. Let's take this one. Okay, it's a float. It's of type float, and then there is a function called set scale. Okay, and here you can set whatever number of decimals you want to, and then we have to tell the rounding logic. The rounding logic can be passed by using big decimal. There is a class, nested class called rounding method, which have constant. There are multiple constants. In this case, if it is if you want to round it in the traditional way, wherein if it is less than 0.5, it will make it to 6. Sorry, if it is, let's say if it is 0.56, it will be considered 0.6. If it is 0.54, it will be considered 0.5. So if you want to do rounding like that, you have to use this one and then hit enter. Okay, let me see the class name. Actually, I already have the code snippet in my rounding mode, not the rounding method. Mode dot half up. Okay, now you can see that it's 519.58 because 577 is greater than 575, hence it has gone to 58. If it is 573, it would have been 0.57. Let us try that. Okay, and rest of the stuff, and you can see it here. So it is rounding to 2 decimals. That being said, now we have to apply the similar logic on our function. Okay, so here we can copy paste up to here, and then here I have to use big decimal, and the parameter to this big decimal is the average revenue, and then once we convert it into big decimal, we have to set scale to 2, and then big decimal rounding mode has to be half up. Okay, and then I want to convert it into float again. So it was float, we changed to big decimal, we set the scale, and we have to convert it into float again. Okay, then close the bracket for our tuple, this one, and then for the map function, and then take off 10 for each println. Now you can see here the values are rounded for each and every record. Okay, so we want to copy paste this code snippet into our program. Okay, save it, format it and save it, and also before closing this, let us validate here. You can see that average revenue per day is of type string and float. The first element is date and the second element is our average revenue. We can actually preview by saying take off or collect to get everything for each println and hit enter. Now you can see the data of type tuple which have date for each day and the average revenue. You can also do the count and it should return 364 because we just applied the map function to compute the revenue. The number of records should not change when we invoke the map function. Okay, now using this one we have to sort the data, which we'll see as part of the next video, because here the dates are completely scattered, which might not be good idea. It's better to sort the data by the date, and we will see how we can do that as part of the next video. That being said, I hope you're enjoying the content. If you like this video, please click on the like button. If you want to provide the feedback or if you have to provide the rating, please do so. Especially when it comes to rating, if you don't have any issues, give me the full rating. Otherwise, please raise the concern so that I can improvise my content by addressing the issues you have raised in future. That being said, thank you. Bye.